Hello, everyone, and welcome to Backseat VR Developer here on UploadVR. This is the show where we are playing all of our favorite VR titles right alongside the developers that have created them. My name is Alex VR. I am one half of Between Realities. Alongside of me is the other half of Between Realities. It's Skeeva. What's up, dude?
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Excited to play another awesome VR game.
I am quite excited. I have fat, pudgy, cute little fingers, and I believe to be a baby because we are playing Baby Hands from Chicken Waffle. And from Chicken Waffle, joining us today is Finn Staber. What's up, Finn?
You doing? It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me my cute, pudgy little hands here. And explain to me what's happening. Am I in a crib right now?
Yeah, so starts out in a crib, like a dream sequence. So that kind of allows people to, position themselves and have a nice, easy way to start into the game. A lot of times people start a VR game and they don't have the headset on yet, or they have orientation. So we wanted like that start screen, that acceptance to play kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So we created the start sequence of you being essentially asleep in your crib, and so there's, if you look down, there's these little baby books that have the controls diagrammed on them. Funny thing about Baby Hands, there's zero text and zero dialogue in the entire game. You're a baby and you can't read.
Nice.
So a lot of the stuff that's presented to you as text is actually jumbled and you can't read it because you're a baby. And so these are little baby books, and if you grab a hold of any of those, you can actually see what it's telling you is that that's how you stand up. And then if you look on the back side of the book, there's a little funny there's like a little Doc Brown baby. That's
Nice.
how you back up. So if you look at that one, that he presses down to back up, and that one is how you adjust your height. You can reset your height in case you sit down while you're playing, or if you started the game standing up or sitting down and you go to stand up. And so that's how you switch around and how you turn, And so we just had some fun with it. And then if you grab the rattle, you spawn in, and so we have a little. You just kind of match that, and you reach out and crawl around like a baby.
Tommy Pickles this thing?
And so, we had a lot of fun making this game. It's we have a stellar team here at Chicken Waffle. Such an honor to be a part of really cool people here. And this game, we really had fun with retro parodies and puzzles in a 1990s sandbox environment. And you're actually playing one of the very last opportunities to play the old build, because this week we're launching a huge update right after the 4th of July when everybody comes back. I got the empty studio to myself here for this interview because we got the 4-day weekend for 4th of July. And,
Nice.
And so next week we're coming back and launching a big update that includes game saving, all kinds of optimizations, new achievements, new puzzles, all kinds of really funny, zany new stuff. So it's really exciting to be here with you. And so there's all kinds of toys and goofy stuff around the house that you can play with and unlock. There's a jade or a gold jade and crystal key that you can find at Ready Player One style. And a whole bunch of just unlockable achievements. There's about, I think, 120 or 100 and something unlockable achievements.
Wow.
Over 200 retro parodies from the 90s. So it's very just full of retro parodies that you'll find around the game. It was a lot of fun to make this game. We just kind of built the game alongside some really amazing streamers like Dan TDM and Jacksepticeye and Cheru and a whole bunch of really amazing people. I hate to forget their names while I'm talking here, but they were really awesome and pivotal in our design early on in playing the game, and we would watch these streamers play the game and giggle and have fun and play the game, but then they would try certain things and we would and nothing would happen because we hadn't scripted anything to happen there. But it was a really good idea. So then we would implement that. We would script it up to like have something funny happen when you did that in the game, and then we'd push out an update and give credit to the design to those streamers, which I think allowed them to, kind of develop vicariously through us and work with us on, funny design features and goofy stuff. So
Yeah.
it was just a really rewarding game to build. And
This is a
and
nice
happy
little
with how-
feature here, lets everybody get their hands that they feel closest represents them right out the gate, Boom, very first thing
Yeah.
you can do.
And we have a lot more of these in-game visual options, UI options, because that was one of the things about the game is we wanted to really immerse people without having any text in the game, which is a really difficult thing when you're doing player messaging and all these things, is to like remove all the text from the game, no text, no dialogue. So we built a lot of, with VR, we built, that was an opportunity to build a lot of spatial, right. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of challenges in the game. Yeah, you got those index controllers.
I know.
Clean it up.
I would be doing better if I had touch controllers.
Yeah. Well, the index has that tracking, though. You know what I mean? That tracking.
Yep.
It's hard to compete
True
with
that.
the lighthouse sensors. But yeah, so we built it full of just puzzles and hidden achievements and parodies and all kinds of. Well, if the target hits the ground, then you have to start over. Is the way that works.
This
So
is tough.
there's a whole bunch of challenges and achievements, and it's just really fun. It's a good game for achievement hunters because it's got that sandbox layout with a whole bunch of opportunities for unlockable content. That one I found actually
I did it.
nice.
Yeah.
It gets harder and harder. So I can tell you, I can attest that I can complete it, but I can't complete it on the first try. That's for sure.
So we're playing this right now on the Valve Index, like you mentioned, and we're playing on PC VR. But this is not the only place this game is available, right? This is on Quest. What other platforms is this game on?
Oh yeah, what is it not available on? we launched it on Steam first, of course, and then followed by Rift, Oculus Home, and then we were actually one of the very first developers to receive the Santa Cruz developer kit for the Quest, which put us in this weird limbo of launch, where a lot of people that had those early Santa Cruz launch slots for the Quest actually got denied Quest launch on the actual store, and so a lot of these developers got stuck in limbo, like To the Top and a whole bunch of other really good games they actually lost their slot and were forced to only come out on App Lab. So this was actually the first of 10 games that came out on App Lab. We helped their beta for App Lab before it came out, and so we hope to launch it on Quest store if they were to, pull the trigger. It's not really up to us, unfortunately.
They reply to our emails.
Yeah, well, they've actually been really good at, with their developer outreach to, communicate and reply. But I think the problem is that the people that are like developer outreach aren't the same people that are, in charge of the store. I think there's a disconnect there. And it's unfortunate because a lot of really good games are lost in App Lab because, as you know, on Quest App Lab, the UX is just horrendous. If you search for a game specifically, it's at the end of the thing after a bunch of first-party titles. So it's really bad for the indie developer, actually. App Lab is a good option for, like, beta kind of, early access kind of stuff. But for finished games that just don't have approval because of, well, for no reason, they don't give you any reason, it's actually pretty negative, response from the community, unfortunately, that App Lab is just kind of restricting indie developers from success. And so I hope that they'll change that. I think what would be really awesome actually is to have like an indie portal, right? Like if they want to have their AAA or their first party games on the Quest Store, and they want to have App Lab as like a build platform, then I think what they need is like an indie portal where you can still search for games. You can maybe filter by indie games, because I know a lot of people that like playing games from indie developers, right, rather than the larger games, not even larger games. This is a long game, but that's just one, my 2 cents, I think.
Yeah, and you're on
But yeah, we also
PSVR,
launched on
right?
PlayStation VR.
Nice.
On several headsets in China. And so here if you grab that little chevron, you can teleport up.
Oh, grab
and,
this? With the trigger, I see.
You can teleport up there. You can turn on the water. So you can like turn on the water, and then you can grab stuff and throw it in the bathtub.
I can't fall in this bathtub, can I? I'm just a baby.
You can flush a bunch of stuff down the toilet.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do for sure.
You can, it'll like fling it out of there, and
This is hilarious.
The toilet will back up, and then you can put the plunger in the bathtub, and it'll flood the bathtub.
Nice. So I think I'm starting to kind of see the picture here, but is there like a like a premise here? Like what's the premise of what's happening in Baby Hands?
Well, we hashed out a whole bunch of different agency opportunities for Baby Hands, and the more and more we play tested it, we play tested with thousands of people at conferences and stuff, and it was one of the earlier games that was available for VR. We got the 3D printed Vive way before pretty much anybody did, and this is one of the first games that we started building back whenever I co-founded the Wave XR, and after building Wave, it's a music kind of experience. I really wanted to focus on like fun, zany, interactive content, and we built this out. And the more and more people we got playtesting it, the more we found that people really wanted to just have like a sandbox playground rather than the linear stuff. And so we just kind of leaned into that with this version. Happy to announce we're working on Baby Hands 2, Grandma's House.
Nice.
So it's pretty hilarious. And then we have Daycare, which is coming out as a multiplayer, kind of like a rec room with baby avatars. Super zany, bunch of mini games, co-op
sounds
challenges.
fun.
Really good. So we
Wow.
showed that off at AWE, and we won Best in Show at AWE a couple years ago with our early prototype of Daycare. And so some of the listeners may have been able to check that out.
So is Daycare?
You can pour that into the volcano, the science experiment. So your sister's totally into science there, and so this is her room, and so you can crawl around, get into mischief, and if you can unlock her diary, you can tear the pages out, and
Nice.
you can do all kinds of really zany stuff.
So is Daycare a separate game?
So Daycare will be essentially Baby Hands 3. Like we're working on Baby Hands 2, Grandma's House right now, and so that'll be the sequel that comes out next. And then a big thing that we felt is important for like multiplayer, free multiplayer games is that you have a good store, built out for accessories and skins and all those things that are essentially how a multiplayer game gets funded, because you want a multiplayer game to be free, right? You don't want to have to charge for a multiplayer game, because then you have less players.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to buy a bunch of onesies for their baby, right? Show off their style,
But then,
baby
so
style.
we also have been ramping up. Chicken Waffle's been ramping up our publisher presence, so we're publishing indie titles. If you doodle around with any instrument, you'll actually trigger like
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, and
course.
so So we've been ramping up our publishing partnerships. So we have 5 publishing deals currently underway. We're publishing Cowbots and Aliens, and have totally taken that over and re-engineered, redeveloped Cowbots and Aliens, which was an older VR game that was only on Steam Early Access. So we've totally reprogrammed the entire thing, brought it up to the latest version of Unity, and about to launch on Oculus Quest and PlayStation VR with that one, which is exciting. And then we've also been working on Shadow of Valhalla, which is a complete 180 from Baby Hands, and it's a physics-based, visceral combat with Viking simulator in the afterlife, traveling through Valhalla, combat through demons and orcs and zombies crawling out of the ground. It's really gory and cool.
Sweet.
So, so
awesome.
we have a quite a diverse team here at Chicken Waffle, and it's been exciting to see this stuff come to fruition. You know what I mean? And new update is also really exciting to launch next week. That's actually Snake on your TI-81 there.
Oh, is it?
You can actually play the Snake game. So if you go around, you can so you can play Snake on the calculator,
Nice.
just like old school. So there's a whole bunch of these kind of 90s references from different things like you name it. There's an Atari, or a Nutari is what we call it, in the living room, and then in Baby Hands 2, Grandma's house, you're crawling around the grandma's house, and you can actually get into your uncle's room, who still lives at home, and play with his Nintendo and erase his hard drive and tear his collectible toys out of the packages and shred his comic books and just have a awesome mayhem. There's the shrink ray from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in the attic, and you can shrink down. And so it's I think building these games where it's essentially a sandbox full of Easter eggs is it's both fun for the players, but also just really fun for the developers to be playing. That's weird that it keeps on. Is it just resetting?
No, it's because I'm going backwards with my thumbstick on accident.
Because you're eating yourself.
Yeah,
by pressing
I'm eating
backwards.
myself.
You shouldn't be able to press backwards.
I know. Somebody should tell the developer.
Okay, well, you know what? It's going in our bug list there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Backseat VR Developer. We're here with the developer of Snake, Finn Staber. Hey, Snake developer, how you doing? Snake in VR. Tell me, how did you pull this off?
Let's call that Worms, so we don't get sued.
Oh yeah, Worm herd.
Worms, not worms, just worms.
Yeah, just worm, singular.
And so we have a whole bunch of games in the game, which are fun. We have a whole, here's a little teen magazine.
That's looking a little too close to Bieber for the 90s, all right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's...
That's a heartthrob, don't get me wrong. That is absolutely a heartthrob.
I think it actually, the artist actually, looked up old teen magazines and... parody. I think that's Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Nah, you took it out of my mouth. I was gonna say that's probably a JTT right there.
So yeah, you can get up in the bunk bed. You can activate. There's a little unicorn. There's actually 12 Easter eggs around the house that you can find. And if you throw those, it'll biff and kind of explode. And then you can grab a hold of that there. That's actually a hidden picture. The poster there, that's one of those little magic eye hidden pictures.
No way, really?
The only thing, though, is that while that works on a 2D screen, it doesn't work in VR.
Oh,
If you
interesting.
look at it on a 2D screen, you can actually see the hidden object. If you're in VR, the parallaxing of the eyes doesn't allow it to show.
That's crazy.
It was actually a really interesting experiment for me because, I've always been able to look at those things and see them right away, but that was really cool. Oh, yeah, you can put that up, and it's a little kaleidoscope. Put it up to your head and look around like a kaleidoscope, which is kind of neat.
Whoa!
Trippy stuff.
This
yeah.
is. Man, this is I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it's like a sandbox full of Easter eggs. Like it just feels like it's just packed to the gills with fun things to just get into, and it's kind of nice to not exactly have like a prime objective. I mean, maybe there is one that I haven't discovered yet, but
There's a Doctor Who
Well,
TARDIS.
like one of the updates that we're planning on implementing next month, and we already started it. We have it well underway. We think it's about a month away. Is a little spiral baby book, and you can thumb through all the achievements. So as an achievement hunter style game, we felt like that would really help bring it out. You know what I mean? Of like, so if you went and grabbed the pacifier, you could give the pacifier to the plant.
Nice.
Well, it
Little
looks like
VR dude.
Little Shop of Horrors, along with some Harry Potter glasses that he just picked up, and there was a.
This
card
is like
from
4
Doctor Who down
references
there.
in one. It's like Ultron,
there's
Rugrats, Star Wars.
Nice. You picked it up. So if you hop down, actually, you'll notice behind you to the left, there's a TARDIS
Yeah.
phone booth for Barbie. And so now if you went over to the parents' room, if you crawled across the house over to the parents' room real quick.
That's a fast baby.
So, okay, that's the kitchen. So go to the right of the couch. There you go. Now you're in the bedroom. Go to the left right there on your mom's side, the other side.
Someone gave Alex too much coffee this morning.
If you were to go up there and press up, and you can stand up, so you can reach. Yeah. So grab a hold of that phone.
Mom?
Okay. You got a little Zach Morris phone there. Now take it back over and stick it in the TARDIS booth.
Ooh.
So we have a whole bunch of like fetch quest kind of hidden Easter eggs that are required for, like, we call it imagination sequences. So like if you find an object that kind of goes with another object and you bring them together, they unlock animations or mini games or.
Should I stay out of Mom's top drawer or what? Is there Easter eggs
Don't go in there.
Yeah.
Don't open that.
There are a couple things in your mom's and dad's
yeah.
drawer. Dad's drawer is actually locked. So I think the jade key is the.
Is this a personal massager? It is.
Yeah.
It is a personal massager. Wow. My hat goes off to you. I thought I was like making a stretch of a joke, and you met me in the middle. I appreciate
Oh my
that.
god. That's
Well, like I
hilarious.
said, the cool thing was we watched all the streamers play the games, and we'd reach out to them after they would try to do something, and they'd come up with a goofy idea. You can actually crawl with it in your hand too.
Oh, nice.
And so go up there and stick that in the phone booth. Notice it says. So it zaps in and back up a little bit so you can see the whole. And then.
Whoa, I'm a Doctor Who fan. That's super cool.
So a little Bill and Ted's.
Nice, nice.
So the phone booth leaves and another phone booth comes back.
And it's got
so
a new phone.
Well, yeah. So it went into the future and got you a smartphone with Baby Hands Jr. Because we actually launched Baby Hands Jr. on iOS and Android, and it's actually after 4 years now. It's still in the top 100 puzzle games on iOS.
Baby
Wow.
Hands Junior. Like it's more junior than a baby.
If you shake that, yeah, you shake it so it goes away. You can also over to your left behind you. There's a telescope behind you. Yeah, if you reach up and grab that and knock that telescope, hit that telescope, you'll knock the little rocket down. So you knock the rocket down. Now you can take the rocket over to your crib. There's a little SpaceX rocket launcher looking platform.
Dude, this
by
is
your
awesome.
crib.
I'm loving
Thanks.
it.
So like I said, there's about 200 of these kind of little hidden gems of retro parody. This is your brother's room, so if you crawl in here,
All right, I gotta take this to SpaceX. By the way, I hope you got paid by Jack in the Box, man, because those are some evil corporations.
yeah, my buddy broke his tooth on one of their tacos,
Oh,
and they refused to pay for it because they were like, "How do we know you didn't already have a cavity?" Like, what the fuck? I broke it on your taco, on your rock hard taco, and my only response was like, what did you think was going to happen when you bought a 99-cent taco at Jack in the Box?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Jack in the Box is terrible, folks. Don't go there.
Then that takes off, and now it circles your mobile.
Nice.
Your little. And so if you were wearing Alex's VR headset, you would have seen a little pop up, and every time you do an achievement, a little pop up. And so this one's baby Elon, because Elon Musk would have had a baby right around this time, and actually maybe he's an 80s baby, maybe even a 70s baby. First, if you turn on the water now, you make a bubble bath. And so if you go into your little or your older brother's room, so in your older brother's room, this is just chock full of little stuff. He's got a frog over there. If you give him his hat,
The W boy. Yeah. Don't watch Warner Brothers. If you're from Warner Brothers, look away.
That's not Warner Brothers. It's Michigan K Frog. So you can grab. We call that Gamma Man.
Gamma
Ultra
Man. Right, Gamma Man.
So if you put him on the little stand, little Gamma Man stand there, in front of Not Reptar.
In front of Not Reptar.
Well, so what we did was what we found in parody law is that if you take two things and match them together, they're funny because they're similar. Like, for instance, Reptar is a parody of Godzilla, and then Mechagodzilla had all that armor. So what we did was we basically parodied everything by putting
smashing
mecha
it all
armor
together.
on a toy dinosaur. You can play. There's a little.
Oh, I like these sounds.
So, and then we
yeah,
got a
Alex
little.
loves those.
We have a little memory color game. Not Simon.
Peter.
So it's a full.
This is like a full baby metaverse, in
And
here. This
that's
is wild.
that's a full on. I haven't been able to get past 11.
11.
My-
Jeez.
Biggest. So. If you grab the center, the little disc, you can actually a little scratch sound. Then behind that, there's a like a slot car track. You can finish the slot car track there, connected together. And now you can put any of that. Like, that's the little Knight Rider
see ya.
looking car comes out. If you grab a hold of that car, actually, if you can catch it, look at the front of it, very front.
Nice.
This is sweet. This
And
is
so-
so retro. All of this stuff is just a
Yeah, and
blast in the past.
so there's a whole bunch of cars. Crawl over by the bookshelf or by the trash can there. See another retro car from the back when. See there? That's the 18-wheeler there that the Trans Am came out of. And then you got a little DeLorean here.
Nice.
Sweet.
So if you put that one on the track,
Oh, man. I know what's going to happen here. Bye-bye.
Yes.
That's great.
it comes back and takes off.
See, so here's my question, right? Like, who is this game actually for? Because when you look at this, it's like, it's so juvenile and like cute, but also all of this.
What we found was that the primary player base for so we have about 1.2 billion gameplay views on YouTube for Baby Hands now.
Wow.
And so it's a very playable game. Anybody can play it. And what we found was that the main player demographic for VR is essentially 90s kids. The main viewer of YouTube are kids nowadays. So we wanted a game that was intriguing to children nowadays to watch, but fun for people of our demographic to play.
Interesting.
Wow, I think you nailed it.
So we thought that was a really fun just mashup of taking the 90s baby simulator kind of thing. And so we have a really fun in daycare. We have so it's fun. So if you haven't played Gorilla Tag, it's a really fun physics based extravaganza tag kind of game, and it has some similarities to Baby Hands controls. Well, they had mentioned one time that the inspiration for Gorilla Hands controls came from Baby Hands. The developers mentioned that, and so I thought it was really fun to recreate the recreate the controls from Gorilla Tag. So in Baby Hands Daycare, we have a big bouncy house kind of world, and it's essentially a Gorilla Tag parody, but your baby avatar is bouncing around in like a Sky Zone kind of space.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of fun. I can't wait to show that off. But yeah, you can grab, if you eat every color of the crayons, you actually poop out a magic rainbow crayon.
Oh, there it is.
There's the rainbow crayon. Now you can draw in the sky like tilt brush.
In the sky? Oh.
And those little scissors. If you take those scissors down to the
Where are my
the
scissors?
pair of scissors. You jump down, but if you grab, there's a pair of scissors there. Grab those, and now go down. Now crawl over to the bed. See that box? You can cut the tape on the box. Now there's a little pet crab you can get out. Now you can if you basically put the crab over in the, cut his legs off. There's also, up on the nightstand there's a turtle terrarium. Pet turtle.
Get hype, crab!
Ida is gonna complain about your cruelty.
Yeah.
So there's also a pet turtle up there. So you can, if you get the little turtle coin out of your sister's piggy bank, you can break the piggy bank and get the coin, bring it over here, unlock it, and then you can get the pet turtle out. And both of those little creatures, if they're on the ground, they'll follow you around the house.
Oh, cool.
So in Baby Hands 2, Grandma's house, we have a cat and a chihuahua that are essentially Tamagotchis, little VR Tamagotchis where you can play fetch with them, you can feed them treats, you can do all kinds of really funny stuff, pet them, there's probably about 10 different interactions that you can do with the pets in Baby Hands 2, which is a lot of, I think that's going to be really fun to like have people figuring out like what can they do that interacts with the pets. Like for instance with the little teaser is if you let the parakeet out of the cage, that triggers a special sequence for the big fat cat. It's a big fat Garfield looking cat that's sleeping on your grandma's bed. And
wow.
it's you know the grandma's house is just chock full of just as many parodies and funny zany stuff.
That was an Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah, it was.
An Alien Ant Farm is a crazy metal band.
Alien Ant Farm.
But we are.
So
we're
these
just
are little
about there.
xenomorph looking ants. So if you break the glass, actually, if you throw something at it, like grab that. Oh yeah. So here's the little guy. Now they got out. Now you can use the magnifying glass to burn them.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
And the way we came up with this was that first we made the fire ant mound, and we were thinking about making a fire ant mound, and that was really cool. And we had the magnifying glass already, which was like funny that oh hey, you could burn them, but I thought that was a bit sadistic to be like burning ants with a magnifying glass. Unless you're like saving the world from an alien invasion, then it warrants your.
There you go.
So yeah, now you got the gold key. So now, I believe that opens up, let's see, maybe the Dad's drawer?
Dad's drawer.
We are, Alex, we are just about there in time, man. We are actually past time.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to playing this more and looking forward to Baby Hands 2.
Hey, you're not even a quarter of the way done of the puzzles or hidden
Oh, the ants made it over here.
Oh, wow.
But they're all over the house, yeah. So if you get into your dad's drawer here, Wait, that's a green key, and you got a gold key.
Well,
So
we'll figure out where that key goes on another day. Finn,
well, thank you so much for your time,
dude,
guys.
thank you for being here and for being a true Backseat VR developer, man. We really appreciate you. Baby Hands is available where?
Everywhere you want to be. PlayStation, Oculus Home, Oculus Quest, on App Lab. That one you gotta, like type in the name and then scroll all the way to the bottom. Steam, Springboard, Viveport, you name it, we're there. And
Nice.
if you just follow us on Chicken Waffle VR on all socials, we got a Discord, and we're actually on our website, chickenwaffle.com. We're about to give away some custom indexes and Quest 2s.
Ooh.
So
Wow,
join our
cool.
beta, and we want beta testers. We want to give our games away to people that are passionate players, and hear your feedback and take your feedback in and help us make our games better. Because this little Adventure clone, actually, just like Adventure, the first Easter egg.
Hey, there it is.
You had hidden. So if you go down, you'll see the full team there. So we have got a great team of wizards here that helped us.
Well,
And yeah, it's been a pleasure to be here today, guys. Always great to see you too.
yeah,
And,
dude. Thanks, Finn, and congrats to you and the team for making this hilarious and fun game. I've had a blast in here, and thank you all for watching Backseat VR Developer. I'm Alex VR from Between Realities.
And I'm Skeeva.
From Between Realities. We'll see you guys for the next episode. Have a good day.
Bye bye, everyone. See ya.